Hi everybody, it's Diane from Tattered Edges Design. I'm going to make some APCs today, and in case you don't know, that stands for Altered Playing Card, as opposed to ATC, which is Artist Trading Card. It's basically the same principle, but you just do your work on a playing card. And these are all, as you can see, the jumbos, which is just what I happen to grab out of my cabinet, so that's what we're doing. And I've got some main images here. I went ahead and did that. And I'm going to kind of, I guess, do my usual thing. You know, getting everything together, and then I'll glue off camera. I don't know. That's the system I've kind of fallen into, so that's what we're doing. Well, this is a sticker that's rather contemporary in design and age. And it definitely needs a black card. So, well, it's got a 2 on it. Is there any 2s in here? Where's a 2 when you need it, huh? There's one. Okay. You know what? I'll cut this out so it's closer to its actual size there. Well, that kind of goes right in the middle, doesn't it? Okay, I'm done. That was easy. I like this one. Yeah, I've got my scrap book paper scraps here. I've got the usual magazines, old books, more scrapbook paper, you name it, other ephemera. I did not bring up trims and that type of thing. That I'll worry about later, or paint. It's kind of cute. I use flower or something, which is more focal. Just a sec. Here's my focal stuff. It's got magazines on it. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, I've got to do something about this box. I don't know. See, okay, oh, these kind of match. Am I the only one that does that? Like, I don't want to organize. I don't want to clean up. Well, I'll put away, but I mean, get into rolling up rugs and stuff back here. I just want to make stuff when I come back here. I'm probably not the only person that does that, right? At least humor me, huh? Well, actually, yeah, Diane, maybe you should pull that same flower, which is not in here. That's a pad. Now we've got stuff falling out. Yeah, what do you do with stuff like this? Do you cut it apart? I apparently don't. And then I go, what do you do with stuff like this? Okay, all those pads are up on a shelf here. I'm reaching up, and I don't have a ton, but I don't know, 10, enough to have to go through it here. It's this. Actually, this pad is kind of cool. Who is this? Hampton Art. It's patterned on both sides. Often these, there it is, pads only have a design on one side. Well, I was thinking maybe I don't want to be exact there, but I don't know that other colors are matching. Well, let me take one of these white flowers. I'll do the same thing as last. I won't really fussy it. Yeah, but that still needs something. Another flower. Come on, there's nothing else in here that matches. That's not too bad. It's a little big. No, see, that's too big too. It'll dominate the bunny. They don't like that. You can't do that to them. Now here's this gold color. It's not bad. Actually, the white one, well, you know what? See, not fussy cutting. The white's not really going to show up there on white, but we'll see. when I get to gluing, we'll see. Yeah, okay, something like that. Okay. You go wait in line there. Well, they're first in line, aren't they? All right, what else do we want to work on here? This is a old school reader illustration. Actually, I had cut it to put in my last journal, the one I did all the collaging in, but I didn't use this one, so it needs some text there. Act it out. Actually, that's kind of funny. I don't know, she looks like she's acting. Not really, but never underestimate the power of woodcraft. Okay, it's your lesson for today. And if you haven't seen my past APC videos, I guess, yeah, I do everything differently. You know, come to the Rogue channel, I guess, because most people sort of use a playing card more as just a base and kind of completely cover it and alter it. I guess hence the title. But I like to see that it was a playing card. I leave part of it on. That's just the way I like it. All right. Well, what else? What else? Actually, a washi across there. Okay, she can stay for now, but she needs a washi or a ribbon or an I don't know. All right, what do you guys want to try next? Can you see what we have here? Okay, how about these cats? These were cut from a playing card. I would guess black. Yeah. Well, yeah, two, because there's two cats. I've got more. Oh, boy, seek and you shall receive, huh? Okay. Well, this definitely needs a little help because this card is whiter than they are, and I'm not digging that. Yeah, see that? To me, that's much better. All right, we'll just do that. June, July 1964. What were you doing in June, July of 1964? Or were you not here yet? Of course, it's this much too narrow. Well, that's okay. We could put a color or something. They've got orange and blue there. Let me put this pad back out of my way because I don't have enough room back here as it is. Where'd my scrap basket go? I lost it. I did. Oh, here it is. For having a small space, she lost something. No, doesn't match. If no, something bold and different, huh? It's kind of cool, really. I kind of like that. I think I'd get rid of this blue color here, though. And yeah, as per usual, I have to leave in like 7 minutes. Kind of like that. They could use something going this way though. Maybe even fabric or washi. Not much orange stuff. Any more orange things in my life? No. Here's an orange. Oh, that's just plain. Now that looks Halloween. No. 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 Although I like that style. And if anyone's waiting for the weather report, my area actually got snow last night. It's not a lot, but I don't know, 2 inches. And we're supposed to get freezing rain on top of it today. That's the kicker. No. What do you think? Too busy? Yeah. Well, it took a while to reach that decision, didn't it? That's fine, but it's a little dull. I kind of really wanted more orange. More orange, something orange, you know what I mean? Yeah, something totally, no. Totally, no. No. Well, Diane, pick something. You're kind of boring us. Well, you know what? That's just what I do, and that's what this kind of video is. No. Some orange in here. No. Well, all right. Maybe something's telling me, no, you don't want orange. Like the basket. Well, this is okay. Maybe we can add, you know, a ribbon of washi. Did I already say that? I don't know. It's kind of cute. But yeah, it definitely needs ribbon washi or something. But that's definitely fine to start. Okay. All right, a couple more minutes here. What one might be easy? Well, I've got this. It's a Japanese postage stamp. Can you tell? It's Tigger and Winnie the Pooh. And then I just so happen to have a little snippet of a Winnie the Pooh book, which has nothing to do with Tigger, but, you know. Well, we'll take 8 because there's an 80 on that. Now this is the same thing. This is much more pale looking compared to the white card, which, you know, you can paint that background and stuff. It doesn't have to be all paper, how I'm tending to do it here. Well, that fits. Okay. This is scaring me. You see how that fits here? I just trimmed it. You know, this was normal book length before I got on camera. And I started cutting, I forget which end, but I went, make sure it's long enough to go on the card, Diane. That's scary. Yeah, I like that, but definitely. Oh, I didn't use the tickets. What was I going to put that on? I set it aside and I totally forgot. I don't remember. Was that the very first one? Yeah, it was. The rabbit one. Well, let's revisit. I thought that gold color matched well. Yeah, actually, it really does. Well, all right. You guys wait just 1 minute. 1 minute. Hang in there. Boy, wasn't even, I was going to say out of sight, out of mind, but it really wasn't out of sight. I guess if I'm looking here, it was out of sight. Well, hello. Being joined by a dog. Hello. He's looking at the snow. Yeah, I mean, it's busy on that. All right, I'm going to leave it with it and goof around when I glue it. Okay, back to these guys. What was I getting though? Now I forgot. These tickets threw me off. Well, what about the light color in there? Okay, he looked out the window and then left. Do you have dogs? Do they like snow? Mine don't seem overly impressed. I'm going to keep that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cute. But I definitely would cover that up. That's rather distracting. I don't know, I just want some paper back there. Maybe. Yeah, I think something like that. Not like that. Let's see what the basket has to offer. Not that we weren't just through this already. Dang, we just looked at that. It's probably too dark. Well, I think so far it's in the forerunning there. Is that a word? Doesn't match. No. Well. Yeah. No, not the right shade to me. Are you guys this fussy? Should I do that Shannon Green limit yourself thing? I don't think I would like that. You know, art to me is expression and freedom, and I can see where it would help if you're doing stuff like this and taking forever and you don't have time. But when I'm doing stuff like this, I don't really want constraints put on me. That's part of the joy to me, is doing what you want or what you think, you know, looks right. Yeah, I can like that. All right, definitely a washi or something, but that's okay. All right, gang, I gotta go off and interrupt this. Yeah, I wish I had, 2 hours of solid craft time. Wouldn't it be fun? Well, anyway, maybe someday. But right now, I've got to stop, and I will be back later. Okay, I'm back, as I always say. I moved on to the next stamp, well, image, which is a Japanese stamp. And I just happened, this paper caught my eye out of my basket here, and the colors are pretty good. So I just kind of thought maybe I wanted it exactly in this space here. So I went ahead and cut that off camera. So that's where this is going, except now I'm stuck. And I really thought maybe I shouldn't turn the camera on because I'm stuck. But I don't know. You guys like to see people get stuck and how we get unstuck? Well, that's kind of interesting. That background is a little purple. But I think maybe we could get away with that. Let's try it. see, how far over did we want that? Yeah, about there. Okay. No. Okay. A sliver of black, though, would be good, or dark. Here's a brown. Actually, I think we almost need black. I've got black. I know there is a little piece of black cardstock in here somewhere. If I don't find it right away, I'll use something else, or I'll pause because nobody wants to see me root around in here again. Oh wait, yay! Oops, I only dropped something, just a minute. Okay. Yeah, better. Not sure where we really want it though. All the way across? Or from just the pink over? Yeah, I think that. Okay. That's good. Now what about this? Because that's a vast nothingness. Put a word there if you were a word person. I'm thinking washi. It's stuck. Here. I have a striped one there too, might be nice. That's okay. Yeah, actually, I'm not real wild about it. See how they cut that? It's, you know, black, white, black, white. There should be another black one there. This one, this might be a little busy. Well, it's okay. If that's all I had, that might work. Let's try this one. I like it, but I think it's too much. Maybe just a little here. But then we still need, yeah, what? I don't know. Does it need a word? I don't know. What do you put on a Snoopy thing? Good grief. That's Charlie Brown, though. I really don't know. Let me put this down. Maybe we'll put that aside then and think about what we should do. How they, when on the Peanuts cartoons, when they're writing a letter, the typewritten letters, you know, come up. Sally's writing a letter there. It's an idea. All right, think about that. And you go over here. Okay, this is another cut down playing card that was damaged. It's kind of cute. But yeah, not quite enough though. No. Yeah, I don't know. Are we tired of dangling? No, no, no. Probably. Oh, no, it doesn't match at all. Do you ever notice when you have vintage whatever and it's blue or orange or green, it's really hard to find a contemporary color that matches it because shades of color change over time. Did you ever notice that? I have. Personally, I like the old shades better, but it's because you're old, Diane. Alright, I kind of like that. I don't know if I want it all the way down, though. Yeah, no, we need a gap. And of course, I don't have my trimmer here. If that's wildly crooked, that's not bad, actually. I was going to say I'll straighten it off camera, but it's okay. Now that could use, what do you think, a fabric, of, ribbon trim, something across there, not just paper. Although, what does this do? Does this match? Yeah, it does. Too bad it doesn't say terrier. Let me take this little snippet of flowers here, see what that would do. Yeah, and we've got dancing dogs. One is exiting. It's cute. Well, I still think I could use a fabric or rickrack. Yeah, actually, black rickrack. Okay, remember that. Yeah, I've mentioned this before. That's the problem. When I set stuff aside to glue, I'm going to forget. Well, if I could pick this up, it is another Japanese postage stamp. It's awfully cute. And I think red for this one. I don't know. There is an 8 on there. Do you have any 8s? No. Oh, I hear it. Yeah. Alright, hang on, people. Alright, that was a false alarm. They didn't bark. I was, jumping to conclusions there. Not that I don't have a right to jump, right, guys? Well, I think yellow, definitely. I don't know that I have much yellow in this box, though. Sorry, it's a basket. That's it. Yeah, actually, I think it is. Come on, I need more yellow stuff. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of yellow. I don't know what that's all about. I'm looking off camera. La la la. You're boring us, Diane. Well, alright, I'll leave this one because I can't find yellow. Here's a new out of a catalog stamp. They have a barn series, which I think that's kind of pretty. What does that one need? Greens would be nice. Should I bring this over so you can kind of see what I'm doing here? No, too realistic. It matches, but I think it's too dark. No. Actually, that's nice, but it's, as you can see, very dull. Well, that matches nicely. I don't think we want a lot of it, though, because of the motion. Let's see if I can cut this straight. I'm not taking any bets either. Alright. Yeah, I kind of like that. As boring and plain as that is, I like that. I'm just going to set that one aside for now. I might add a word. Okay. Alrighty, a rabbit. And that too is out of a postal catalog. It's a stamp that was blown up. And but it was shown at kind of an angle. So I didn't really want to cut the stamp out because it was sort of, you know, cockeyed. So I just cut the rabbit out. Oh, I've got two here. Well, really? I don't know what to do with this one. You know, I never made an APC horizontally. I've made artist trading cards that way. I mean, obviously because of the numbers, but you certainly could. Interesting, huh? No. No. Well, that's kind of cool. I really thought, maybe, you know, you don't want realistic, but maybe you do. It's another piece of that too. Maybe that one's better. It has more trunks in it. I don't know. Well, let's cut it and see. Yeah, the problem with these cards is if you go above the number, then the border shows. If you cover the border, then you cover part of the number. Neither one I'm a big fan of. Actually, that's kind of cute. Let's trim the paper to here. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. But fabric. Yeah, but where? I don't know. Anything else? No. No. Not this one. Kind of pretty. Well, I like this area open. Let me cut out this checkerboard thing. This is old wrapping paper that just happened to catch my eye because of this gold color. Or tan, I guess you could call it. We'll see the flowers. Okay, we don't need that. That's not bad. A little shorter. Yeah, I like that. Okay. But yeah, what else? Sewing? That's an idea. Alright, it can get set aside to glue. Alright, now this is a vellum sticker. I don't know if that's going to work. I could cover, because, you know, vellum lets stuff show through. Yeah, I think if I want to use this, I would have to cover. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll nix this. We'll save that for something else. I don't think that's going to work well. So here's another postal catalog image. That's nice. And we want to go more with the snow look. Actually, I like that better than this. I don't know, how do we want to arrange this one? I kind of liked that. Well, let's see. No, I think it might be too busy. We need to cover this stuff maybe, just as an example. Yeah, I think it's better. It doesn't compete so much. But with what? I don't know. Could even grab magazine text too. No. What's this? Well, that's kind of cute. That's scrapbook paper. But yeah, not nearly interesting enough. Well, does that need, more like a trim, not a paper? A fabric trim she's trying to convey. A flower or something would be nice. And that's certainly, anything is acceptable, but I don't know, horses out in the snow, flowers don't really come to mind. At least not to my mind. My logical mind. Well, okay, instead of, keep perusing through this basket, I think I will, well, that's not too bad. I will pause. I will glue. I will do something about this and look for yellow. I will put this away, save it for later. And then I will come back. Okay, I'm back quite a while later, and I don't really remember where we left off, forgive me. But here's where we are right now. I put a ticket here. I like that. I stamped the number that corresponds to the ticket, and it's a little wet. That's why I have that aside. Not sure if it's done. This one obviously is not done. I want this here, but I'm thinking ribbon or something, so I didn't glue it down. This one, I'm not sure. I think it's done. I changed this a little bit. I had the black on top. I put it down more. I found these flowers. I like the black and white. And then I had just the black one there, which was okay, but because this went all the way to the top, it definitely needed something down there, so I took a half one and put it there. I could border, not sure. This one, I added some scrapbook paper mushrooms. It's okay. I think it could use a little something. Stitching, not sure. This one, go ahead and laugh. I like it the way it is. I did think of a red marker faux stitch around the outside. I might do that. I wound up, these are strips of scrapbook paper in there, and I like it. So, I don't know. This one, I did a little fine line border there and there. Not sure. This one's very close to being done. I don't know if it needs maybe just inking on the edges. This one definitely needs a trim or something. I have my trim. This was casting this nice shadow. My trim boxes. This one needs a trim or something. As does this. And this. This is the same thing. I just wrote in kind of sloppy, printing rule on there. I like it. I think it could be done. It's very plain. I get that, but I like it. Needs a little glue. I don't know. We're thinking about that. So anyway, the ones that definitely need a ribbon or trim or something, I can start with that. So let's see. This one, maybe more just a ribbon. Of course, the trim box was on top. What about this one? And I'm only going to go to the paper because of the 3 there. No, didn't like it as much as I thought I would. Well, something darker to match her blouse. But I don't want orange. I think that would look out of place. Well, I'll try red, but I don't... Well, I was going to say, I don't think I'm going to like it, but I won't say that. Because I'll put it down here and go, oh, that's okay. No, I don't like it. Okay. I was right. Oh, gee, a green? Because of the background there? Yeah, let's start off with the stinker. Okay, no. Unless I go to a trim and, you know, forego the ribbons. No. It's like a caution sign or something. Well, all right, lady. You step aside. Let's get to the trim box and see if maybe there's something in there for her. Okay. What about this old rickrack here? I don't love it. No, I can't. I was going to say I could live with it. No, I don't think I can. Okay. What about this? This is a new pack of stuff here. No. Oh, I should have done this off camera too. I was, doing all this stuff off camera thinking, well, you got to get back on and let people see what you're doing. It's like, yeah, all I do is kind of rummage around and go, no, no, no. That's okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I like that, but maybe I should scrunch it. Sew and scrunch it, because otherwise it's sort of stripe, stripe, stripe. All right, try that. And I may do stitching on top. Okay, no, this is longer than I thought it was. Well, yeah. Here's a color rickrack, might match this. It has no end though, there. That's cute. It's kind of narrow, as you can see. I mean, I don't know if it's too narrow. I thought I had a larger one of those, or wider. Yeah, I do. This is too wide. Well, I like that better. But does that leave too much on the bottom? Well, what did you say in answer to that question? I mean, it kind of does, but I don't know what else to put there. I don't want some kind of focal thing. That's not going to work. That's too much. All right, well, you know what? We'll think about that. This one could use just actually orange. Oh, here's her orange rickrack right here. Oh, it's kind of cute. Is that too much? no, I think it's kind of fun. All right, they can get that. And then we still have this lady here who's not cooperating. A good time to organize my ribbons and stuff. Oh, I don't know what she wants. What about this? No, too wide. Well, I will do a little quickie look here. What about this? Oh, that's kind of interesting. All right, I like that. Do we want a snippet above? This is new, by the way. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to pause and put this stuff back where it came from. Glue. So, come back. Maybe even tomorrow, because it's getting late. We'll see. All right, hang on, folks. Okay, I'm back. They're done. I'm done. And as maybe you could tell by my sleeves, it isn't the next day. So let's go through. Messy stitching there, and I inked the edges. This one I left the same as you last saw it. Stitching, messy stitching down there, and I inked the edges. This one is the same. This one got a little inking, some stitching, and I stitched up the side just because this text ended here. And I don't know, it just kind of looked like it needed something. That's, what can I say? It looked like it needed something. So I stitched up there and then across. This one, I decided to move this green trim up. I kept testing it down here. But where the paper ended there, you know, was making a line. And then you had a line of the trim. It was sort of, it just, trust me, it looked better there. And because I know you all have this exact same trim at home, I wound up sewing it down. It just did not want to stick. It really didn't. And this, I tried first, because it's sort of, it's almost like a felt. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's sort of felty in feel. So it just wouldn't stick down, wouldn't stick down. So last night I thought, well, forget it. I'll just stitch it tomorrow. Well, by this morning, this had stuck. But I stitched it down and then just stitched this down and didn't goof around with it. Here's the, you probably are rolling your eyes at it card. I did faux stitch around the outside and then around the border here, and it's very faint. I wish it had kind of popped more, but that marker just, that's the way it came out. But I like it. Here's our scrunched trim there, and then I did add a Tim Holtz Chit Chat sentiment there. I thought it still needed a little something, and a little zigzag on top. This one just got a small amount of zigzag up there. I don't know if you can imagine it not being there. It was a little bottom heavy. And then you can roll your eyes at this one too. I did nothing to this. I left it alone. I like it. End of discussion. So just as a few footnotes, I thought I'd mention APCs. Traditionally, you do write your name, a title if you have it, if you number them, the number, the date, anything else you might want to write on it, on the backs. I do that. So on these, I do it too, but because they're, you know, you could take a big marker and really write on it if you want. But I've fallen into the habit of, I take these, they're label stickers, and I cut them in half. And then I actually do glue it to this because it's slick. And I put my information on there, which is more for me than anything. Another footnote I didn't mention before. On these cards where I had a bigger area I was gluing down, I did sand under there. And not perfectly and not to the edge. You know, I just sort of sanded an area so there'd be more of a tooth for the glue to hold. Okay, and just for the record, to show you what a nerd I am, I do write all these down for myself. I number them, I write them down, you know, write the title. I give a little description of what it looked like. If I ever do happen to, you know, give one away or sell it or something, I do write it in here. And this is actually my second book. It's just a blank book I picked up somewhere once upon a time. Actually, I've had this a long time. And when my last book got full, I started a new one. So there's that. And then these that I made more as art pieces, not as journaling cards. I save them. And occasionally I do, you know, sit one out or something just for decoration. But generally speaking, they just go in a very exciting white binder with baseball card sleeves in it. And there they live. Now these are just APCs. My ATCs are elsewhere in a box and who knows where, all over the world, because I put some on greeting cards and whatnot. But there, I just thought I would show that in case, you know, if you were new to this and were thinking, yeah, that's cool, but what am I going to do with them? And so there. All right, guys, I think these turned out nice. I like them. When I first pulled the jumbo cards out of my cabinet, I went, oh, I don't know. But no, I like them. They're fun. Okay, thanks for joining me. Have a very nice day out there.